leaders of this world. I expect all of you to be the future leaders because you are able to paint Gandhiji's picture. Thinking and writing, drawing his picture is itself the first step towards becoming a leader. And I welcome you all for coming here. And I'd like to introduce first the one who conducting the art exhibition is P.S. Bhattacharya. She's a teacher and trains students across USA and Canada. She will talk in a few minutes. I'll tell you. Not yet. It is 6:30. Usually Gandhiji starts at time, but Indians in India or abroad usually don't come right time. So we'll start the program today. The important thing for today is what's called Global Gandhi Youth Mission. With respect to President of our Gandhi Memorial Foundation, Chicago, Dr. Satyagraha, please. And one of the board members of the Gandhi Memorial Chicago. I'm one of the vice presidents towards education. And you all know State Senator Ram Villivalam, please. So today we're going to talk about Global Gandhi Youth Mission. This idea came to me a year ago when we had the Gandhi Mandela King Conference in South Africa. As you all know, I'm going to introduce today. What is the date today? Date, not day. What is the date today?
June 7th.
June 7th. The importance of June 7th in world history is that that is the day Mohandas Gandhi, who went as a lawyer to South Africa, got evicted from the first class compartment. And that day, the decision he made changed the course of the history, especially for non-white people. As I want to say, we are about 8 billion on this earth when we last checked in November 2022, out of which 4 billion are breathing freedom because of what Gandhi did on that night. Please think about it. Whole of South Asia, whole of Africa and all the African Americans in US, and some Hispanics. Also, all are influenced by his decision on that day. So what happened? He was invited to Durban or South Africa to resolve a case between two Gujarati Muslim brothers. And why they picked him? Because the court system in South Africa wanted a British-trained lawyer or barrister who can speak Gujarati. And Gandhiji fit the best criteria, so he went there. And then he landed in Durban sometime later in May of 1893. On June 7th, while he was traveling from Durban to Pretoria, where their court system is, at 9 p.m., that was a Wednesday. The date again is, everybody repeat after me, June 7th. Louder.
June 7th.
1893.
1893.
And what is today?
June 7th.
2024. Almost 131 years later. That's why we are remembering him. So at 9 p.m., the conductor comes into the first class compartment and asks, and see this colored person. And at that time, there's what's called apartheid. That means only white people can travel in the first class compartment. All colored people should go to the third class compartment. At that time, it's called van. So the conductor comes and says, please move back to the van. And as he is very adamant and says, no, I'm going to travel in this first class compartment. Then some of the white people go call the police constable, and then when they come to Pietermaritzburg station, then it was called Maritzburg, he was thrown out of the first class compartment. On that night, he had three choices to make. First choice is, most of us fear what can happen to us, fear for our life. So he would just pack the bags and go back. And he thought doing that is cowardice. The second thought was, I might say it, because he was a failure as a lawyer in India, it is the first opportunity to make good money, so he wanted to finish the job he came for and go back home victorious, that he did a job kind of thing. And last but not the least, then he thought this is only a small offense towards me, so I should stay here and remove this racial disparity and racial discrimination. And he stayed there 21 years and started a movement called Satyagraha. Again, everybody say
Satyagraha.
louder.
Satyagraha.
Louder.
Satyagraha.
That means taking truth as the evidence and then use Ahimsa. Again, this word I need you to repeat 5 times. Ahimsa.
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 Ahimsa. Ahimsa. Why I'm using the word ahimsa is the English word non-violence does not depict exactly the way ahimsa word says. Ahimsa word means both mind, words, and action. But non-violence mostly thinks about physical violence, but doesn't talk about the what is called mental or other kind of violences. So today, I'm happy to say, which State Senator is going to announce very soon, that something great happened in state of Illinois, outside South Africa. And that's what we are celebrating. And I'll give you a few minutes, sir. Let me just go through the PowerPoint presentation. This is Mohandas Gandhi, he was called when we went to South Africa. And we call him father of our nation. And I would say he's the grandfather for South Africa, because most of his grandchildren are in South Africa. And these are the ones I want to impart on you. There are 2 famous quotations Gandhiji has used. One is, my life is my message. Second is, be the change you want to see in the world. So that means you practice before you preach. So anything you want to say, so you want somebody not to use bad words, you should stop using bad words. So you want somebody to pray, you should start doing prayer yourself. You should follow the laws, your forefathers, civic sense and all. So these are the 7 thought processes. He has quotations for all the 7. So repeat after me. Be thoughtful.
Be thoughtful.
Be mindful.
Be mindful.
Be truthful.
Be truthful.
Be hopeful.
Be hopeful.
Be faithful,
Be faithful.
be graceful,
Be graceful.
and be grateful.
Be grateful.
So let us all be peaceful and beautiful. And he also had a watch. And I ascribed 5 words to the 5 letters watch. One is watch your words, watch your actions, watch your thoughts, watch your character, and watch your heart. And I have a watch of Mahatma Gandhi on my hand for last 20 years. Every morning I look at it and repeat those words. So repeat after me. Watch your words, watch your actions, watch your thoughts, watch your character, and watch your heart. So this is the quotation Gandhiji given for being thoughtful. He gave a talisman. He says, I will give you a talisman. Whenever you are, think about such person before you think of an action. Please join us. And next one is be mindful. Here he says, carefully watch your thoughts, because thoughts become words, and words become actions. Action become your habits. Habits will become your values, and values will decide your destiny. So that is being mindful. And also he says in his own biography, be mindful of the nature and animal around you. So if you care for them properly, they don't disturb you and they care for you. Then is the truth. His most important thing is truth. Satya and Ahimsa. Truth and Ahimsa will never be destroyed, according to Gandhiji. Then be hopeful. He says you never should lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Always believe in your dreams, because if you don't, you still have hope. And be faithful. When you believe in something which is beneficial to many other than you, be faithful and move on that action, take it to the end so everybody can benefit. Be graceful. He says many of us, when we acquire wealth, when we have too much with us, we develop this ego, and we don't care for others who have less money or less wealth. So he says, be graceful even after you acquire wealth or acquire higher education, or you get into a Ivy League school, but still you should keep your conscience closer to the ground than egotistic. Last but not the least is be grateful. The root of human happiness stems from our inability to look at the bright side of life and be grateful for it. So we all have some benefit in life, but then because something did not happen the way you want, don't be otherwise. So be grateful for what you got and step further so you can go further. And so let us all be peaceful together. That's what Gandhiji has said. Om Shanti. So today we are meeting because we're starting a new movement called Global Gandhi Youth Mission. I call it 2GYM to make it contemporary. First 2 are G's, 2 G's, GYM, Jim. So I want to say, welcome to Jim. Okay, the mission statement. It is to preserve, repeat after me. It is to preserve, promote, propagate, and perpetuate Gandhian vision and moral mission. And you can study his book, then you will know. And 2GYM vision principle is need over greed philosophy. Gandhiji has said, we have enough resources on this earth for everyone's need, but not for anyone's greed. So now everybody is trying to see that there's no tomorrow. Let me make my trillion today itself. And so as if they're going to live next day peacefully. But so now we have to see the need. So the concept here is save and share. Not save just for yourself, which is called hoarding. Share for others, at least one human being who gets benefited. I'll give you a small example. I worked with an institute called L.V. Prasad Institute in Hyderabad. When we instituted, we have paying patients on one side, wealthy patients, and non-paying patients on the other side. So whenever we did one cataract surgery for a paying patient, there were 4 non-paying patients getting cataract surgery free with that money. So that's how we can share and upgrade the humanity. And the key principles are intellect, integrity, identity. I use the word intellect, not intelligence. Intelligence is being smart and to make money. But how do you impart your mindfulness and intellect into the actions you take and the words you speak and everything else that you build. And second is integrity. When integrity is the interesting thing is, we all know the concept of God. So when nobody is around here, you can't commit a sin or commit a crime thinking that nobody is watching. God is watching. When you do behave at that time in absence of people, that's what is integrity. That is the character one should develop. And last but not the least is the identity. We all have to have identity. Gandhi created his own identity for the benefit of the world. And these are all aspects, characters of Gandhiji. G for goodwill and grace, A for attitude and ahimsa, N for nobility and love of nature, D for dana and dharma, H for humility and honesty, I for integrity, and last but not the least, inspiration. And when you read Gandhi, he will teach you how to develop a personality that can benefit yourself and the society at large. And about the food habits, he will tell you in his biography, you can read, books to read, and volunteerism is one aspect that he explains, service and prayer. Prayer is a very essential element in his life. So here we see South Africa, Nelson Mandela has said, you sent Mohandas Gandhi to our shores, and we are sending Mahatma back to India. So that's what he is. So let's all believe in that. So we watch our words, watch our actions, watch your thoughts, watch your character, and watch your heart. So let's all be peaceful. Thank you. I think now I will request Rama Gurupalli and their students to sing 2 Gandhi bhajans, and that's how we're going to start the program. Rama, please.
My first song is going to be Vaishnava Janato. वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तोई पर दुखे उपकार करे तोई मन अभिमान रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तोई मन अभिमान न आन रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे सकल लोकमा सहुने वंदे निंदा न करेगे रे सकल लोकमा सहुने वंदे निंदा न करेगे रे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेनी रे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेनी रे वैष्णव जन तो
कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे।
सब के
उपकार करे तोई मन अभिमान न आन रे।
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे। समदृष्टि में तृष्णा त्यागी, समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी, पर स्त्री जने मात रे। जिह्वा तक असत्य न बोले, पर धन नव जले हाथ रे। वैष्णव जन तो
तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे। पर दुख के उपकार कहे तोई मन अभिमान न आन रे।
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे। मोह माया व्यापे नहीं जेने, दृढ़ वैराग्य जेने मन मारे। मोह माया व्यापे नहीं जेने, दृढ़ वैराग्य जेने मन मारे। राम नाम ताली लागे, सकल तीरथ तेरे तन मारे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज
पीड़ पराई जान रे। पर दुख के उपकार करे तोई मन अभिमान न रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे। वन लोभी ने कपट रहित जे, काम क्रोध निवार रे। भले नरो संयो तेनु दर्शन करता, भले नरो संयो तेनु दर्शन करता। कुल को तेरा धार्य रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे। पर दुख के उपकार करे तोई मन अभिमान न रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए ज पीड़ पराई जान रे। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति
राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम सुंदर विग्रह मेघश्याम गंगा तुलसी सालग्राम सुंदर विग्रह मेघश्याम गंगा तुलसी सालग्राम भाद्रगिरीश्वर सुंदर विग्रह मेघश्याम गंगा तुलसी सालग्राम सुंदर विग्रह मेघश्याम गंगा तुलसी सालग्राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा
राम पतित पावन सीताराम
भद्रगिरीश्वर सीताराम भद्रगिरीश्वर सीताराम भगत जन प्रिय सीताराम भगत जन प्रिय सीताराम भाद्रगिरीश्वर सीताराम भगत जन प्रिय सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जानकी रमन सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम जानकी रमन सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम जानकी रमन सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम
सीताराम जय सीताराम
सीताराम जय सीताराम
सीताराम जय सीताराम
भज प्यारे तू सीताराम
भज प्यारे तू सीताराम
सीताराम जय सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम
सीताराम जय सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम
सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम
Give these certificates to you. Please
Hello.
come.
Yes, sir.
Can I have that, please?
Harini Kumar.
Yes. Hello. Hello, beta. Please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my great pleasure to introduce again the State Senator Ram Villivalam. The important thing today is the state of Illinois has proclamation today as June 7th as the Global Gandhi Youth Mission Day. In state of Illinois, in USA, happening is a historical event. Now the rest of the world is part. And he's going to read the proclamation today and give it to us.
Sir, can you come here because too much light over here because of the projector, if you don't mind,
I
please?
can turn it off.
Yeah, if you can, if you don't need, then we can turn it off.
We'll leave it.
Okay, whatever the way.
Yeah,
Mr. Villivalam, please.
Go ahead.
Thank you. First and foremost, please join me in giving a round of applause to Dr. Santi and President Kumar for putting this event on and carrying out this mission of making sure Gandhi's legacy continues 130 years later. And I also want to say thank you to all of the youth in the room that are participating in that mission to continue the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi. I always say the hardest challenge we have as immigrants in this country is holding on to our heritage, our religion, our culture, our language, our history, while also having to assimilate to some degree being in this country. And the more we can have programs like this to remind us of where we came from and to remind us how connected we are. Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. King called him a guiding light. In this country, we have a holiday for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and we should. The fact that he looked to Mahatma Gandhi as a mentor is something that we should be thinking about and reminding everybody every day that we can. So with that, as Dr. Santi mentioned, I was honored to, well, first let me say, I'm the first Indian American elected to the Illinois General Assembly. Large part to the community. My mother is here, so I have to give her credit. She brought me into this world, so I
Please stand. Please stand.
I know she doesn't. She's usually taking care of my kids, so she's not at events that I can point her out like this. But I bring that up because I want to just briefly say on Dr. Santi's remarks to piggyback. We're looking to the youth in the room to be the leaders, the next generation of leaders. So I may be the first I don't want to be the last, but more importantly, I want everyone here that's a youth to do more than I did, to be more of a leader in this world than I am, and all of us are. So just wanted to add that. With that said, Senate Resolution 883 was passed through the Senate Human Rights Committee earlier this year, and it passed the Illinois Senate. It is a Senate resolution that recognizes the Gandhi Global Youth Mission Day. So this resolution, as Dr. Santi mentioned, is the first of its kind. It was adopted by the Illinois State Senate, and it's reflected in the proclamation I am going to read. This Senate proclamation presented by State Senator Ram Villivalam, congratulating the state of Illinois on recognizing Gandhi Global Youth Mission Day, presented this 7th day of June 2024. Whereas on June 7, 1893, Mahatma Gandhi, who later was better known as Gandhi, was evicted from a train after refusing to give up his first-class seat as the compartment was reserved for white people only. And whereas his experience led the movement of Satyagraha, which is known for its peaceful, non-violent resistance on the principles of Ahimsa, and whereas Gandhi was a proponent for the principles of Ahimsa, where he led and inspired movements in honor of civil rights and freedom across the world, and whereas he adopted a non-violence as a philosophy and an ideal way of life, and whereas he was a leader in India's movement to earn independence from the United Kingdom through the means of non-violence, where this influenced other world leaders to work toward freedom and civil rights in this manner. And whereas his influence extended to prominent world leaders such as Nelson Mandela as an anti-apartheid South African activist and politician, and American minister and activist Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and be it proclaimed by the Senate of the 103rd General Assembly of the State of Illinois that we wish everyone a happy Global Youth Gandhi Mission Day, and be it further proclaimed that a suitable copy of this resolution be presented to Dr. Santi and the Gandhi Memorial Foundation as a symbol of our esteem and respect.
Hello. No, no, sir.
Thank you. As you know, in 2015, I started a Gandhi commemorative stamp initiative in this country, but it did not go forward because Gandhi was not born American. So his stamp came in 1960s, but this law was passed in 1970s only to honor American-born people. Okay. Now the next sort of action is, last year, as I said, we had this Gandhi Mandela King Conference commemorating the 130th anniversary of June 7th. We had a 4-day program. First day was for youth. About 20 youth from USA participated. Second day is on the platform, who celebrated the eviction, depicted everything, and honored by the local High Commissioner and the General Secretary from central government. And 2 days we had well-renowned speakers from all over the globe, from Stanford, from London, and all those universities, and come and speak on Gandhi, Mandela, and King. Before we had the opportunity, myself and Sharada Purnam, my wife, went to South Africa to be part of that conference. And in the audience, there is another mother and daughter who came there. Her name is Anika Dubé and Nishika Dubé. Now Nishika Dubé will come and share her experience. Come on over, share her experience, and spoke on health according to Gandhi. So 5 minutes. Thank you. You can speak louder from there. In front. Yeah, just.
It's easy to stand in a crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone. You may recognize these famous words of Mahatma Gandhi. I definitely felt a sense of anxiety presenting at the Gandhi Mandela King Conference in Pietermaritzburg, South Africa. However, with enough courage, I was able to create a wonderful new experience that I will forever cherish. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, respected Senator, Dr. Skokie, and other esteemed guests. I am Nishika Dubé, and today I'm excited to share with you the incredible journey I embarked on when I was just 12 years old last summer. This journey took me to the vibrant city of Pietermaritzburg in South Africa, among other fascinating destinations, to speak at the prestigious GMK conference in 2023. As our plane descended into South Africa, I was filled with a blend of exhilaration and anticipation. Johannesburg, renowned for its rich history and cultural diversity, was our first stop. One of 3 city capitals, Johannesburg was a captivating experience, and I was privileged enough to visit several other locations as well, such as Durban, Cape Town, Pretoria, and many others. There was one in particular, however, that gave me a new perspective entirely. Pietermaritzburg holds a pivotal place in history as a site where Mahatma Gandhi experienced an important moment and was forcibly removed from the train, an event that ignited his resolve to combat injustice. Our exploration in Pietermaritzburg was nothing short of enchanting. The Pietermaritzburg railway station, a key historical landmark, stood as a solemn reminder of Gandhi's resilience and determination. This especially inspired me as a young student. The feeling of standing on what seems as a simple platform was really filled with history and stories from the past is something I will never forget. The exhilarating thrill as my feet graced the floor of the station gave me a sense of hope for myself and my future. Learning about what our previous leaders have done has truly inspired me to fight to become a leader myself. It was transformative, and something I will carry with me for the rest of my life. The climax of our trip was, of course, the conference, standing before an audience of distinguished scholars, activists, and fellow young leaders. I experienced a mixture of pride and a sense of duty. My presentation centered around the profound quote by Mahatma Gandhi, "Health is the real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver." This quote underscores the notion that good health is the most invaluable asset that one can possess, incomparable to material wealth such as silver or gold. Now I'll be just saying a quick abridged version of my speech. Gandhiji's quote, "Health is the real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver," emphasizes the idea that good health is the most valuable asset one can possess. It cannot be compared to material wealth such as silver or gold. While money and material possessions can supply temporary joy and comfort, they cannot provide for the long-term well-being and happiness. On the other hand, good health enables individuals to enjoy life to the fullest, pursue their goals, and achieve their dreams. Therefore, to create a positive society, we must come together to begin enjoying the little things in life, things that impact us. Therefore, it is important to prioritize one's health, as it is something which is lifelong, and you should enjoy the things you have in life, and not stress about the things you don't. By doing so, individuals can enhance their physical and mental well-being, and lead a more fulfilling life. I stress the critical importance of prioritizing one's health, viewing it as a lifelong asset. By relishing what we have and not fretting over what we lack, we can enhance both our physical and mental well-being, leading to a more fulfilling life. This perspective aligns with Gandhi's holistic view of well-being, integrating physical health with mental and spiritual harmony. One of the most unforgettable aspects of the conference was the opportunity to meet and interact with inspirational figures from across the globe. Engaging in dialogues with individuals who have devoted their lives to creating positive change was profoundly humbling. Their narratives of perseverance and activism serve as powerful reminders that age is no barrier to effecting meaningful change. I remember being excited to meet one person in particular, Ila Gandhi. It did and still continues to shock me that I was privileged enough to meet an actual descendant of Mahatma Gandhi himself. Her achievements throughout her life truly inspire me and gave me a vision of who I'd like to become. And just in general, the experience was so fun. I mean, what kid gets to say that they went to South Africa for vacation? Not many. But the journey imparted several invaluable lessons. Firstly, it displayed the significance of courage in the face of injustice, as exemplified by Gandhi himself. It highlighted every small action contributes to a larger quest for justice and equality. Lastly, it reinforced the understanding that youth can be a formidable force for positive change when provided with the right opportunities and support. As I stand before you today, I reflect on the incredible experiences and lessons to my journey to Pietermaritzburg and participation in the Gandhi Mandela King Conference. It was a voyage of discovery, learning, and profound inspiration. I'm committed to continuing the legacy of those great leaders and striving to a world where there's justice, peace, and equality prevails. Thank you.
Can you hold on? Mom and Dad coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nishika. Thank you, Anika. Thank you, Nila, for sharing this honor.
From my side, I want to thank my Vice President, Dr. Sonti. God is full of so happiness that I have Dr. Sonti, who's so committed to the Gandhi. He knows so much about Gandhi, and he wants to do so much good for our community to give this seat to each of you. the work he has done, what you think, what you do, what your action. It is it is his dream, and he is ready to do at his age. See, please have such a. It may be number. Yeah. I'm also not younger.
They are the same age.
We are the same age.
She might be older than me.
That's not the question. Question is, he had that kind of burning desire to have this thought to go to each and every of our children, and they can shine like a Gandhi, or more than a Gandhi if they need to be. I'm so thankful. I'm so lucky to have you.
Her name Santosh means happiness. She brings happiness to everybody by her presence.
I want to thank our Senator Ram Villivalam. He's less age than my son. So I always say, he's just like my son too, because my son is older than him. Very, very bright, very example for youth, for our people. They can follow your step and then become a leader of the country, which they are born here now. So they can be the president also, right?
That's right.
We are very thankful for you, and I'm thankful to all my parents and the children here who has done such a work. And I cannot forget Pias. She's such a accomplished teacher of the art and culture and the paintings. Thank you so much for giving this art to our children that is needed for our heritage, in fact. And thank you all singers. And I'm more thankful that you have brought the children.
Yeah.
At least in Hindi and singing, which is a dream for every parent. Thank you so much.
Beta, please, can you
And
come?
thank, and thank Modiwala ji. And Anika and our.
I want to add one thing here, Doctor. I want to commend Dr. Sita Sonti ji.
Sharda.
Sarda Sonti ji, sorry. Without
they know
her.
my daughter more than they know
Yeah,
us.
sorry. Dr. Sarda
There's a
Sonti
reason.
ji, I mean, she's with Dr. Shriram Sonti everywhere. Without that, it's not possible. I saw the way she was supporting at the GMK conference, and me and Nishika could go there only because of the inspiration from both of them. So we have to commend Dr. Sarda Sonti.
It's my turn. I never speak, but today is my turn. I would say that every successful man, there is a woman behind. And woman behind is Sarda ji. Come on, everybody, give a big hand to her. She deserves a lot of respect. Right. Yes, 100%. The madam also, you are very highly respected.
Highly respected.
Yes, and the one another thing, she is a triple PhD. I cannot believe. I never see the people. They are triple PhD. Dr. Sonti, Sarda Sonti, she is a triple PhD. And the one last thing, today we announced that June 7th is for the Gandhiji. Maybe we can announce a little bit better than this, that we're going to call Dr. Sonti, Dr. Gandhi for USA. We can announce Dr. Gandhi for USA because he is the one, he has every single cell in his blood is nothing but Gandhi. There is no blood in him. So he's the one, he tried to inspire everybody, and thanks Dr. Sonti for doing such a wonderful job. And Madam,
Sarda Maji, please come.
I have no words to say. When you are there, there is a lot of charm. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have among our audience, there's one other girl who's going to college in UIC. She hails from Vernon Hills. Her name is Nandini Kandamuri. Please come. She's going to speak on an interesting aspect of Gandhi. She wants to say, my life is my message, just like Gandhiji has said. Nandini, please come to the front.
Bit louder.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Nandini Kandamuri, and I thank everyone for giving me the privilege to speak here today at this momentous occasion. Gandhi is known for Satyagraha, fighting for human rights based on truth and non-violence. Gandhi was a lawyer until he became a leader. His first agitation was in South Africa. South Africa has racial segregation based on the color of the skin of the people. White minority rulers enforced this policy. Then Gandhi fought against these racist policies in South Africa non-violently. White rulers gave in to the pressure mounted by non-violent agitation and repealed some discriminatory laws. And the successful agitation in South Africa turned Gandhi into a leader against discrimination and racism. Then, Gandhi moved to India to fight against British rule. His philosophy spread across India. Gandhi led a peaceful and non-violent freedom movement, leading to free and independent nations along with its individuals. Gandhi's ideals and actions inspired Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. Both leaders successfully fought against unjust laws non-violently. This is what Gandhi is known and honored for. His immense and incredible impact on the world motivated people all over the globe to practice peace and nonviolence. But that is not all. I have studied Gandhi as well as his philosophies, and I often find myself observing and absorbing minute details of his actions that I feel are frequently overlooked. One significant detail being his mindfulness in all aspects of his life. A facet of his mindfulness to note was his continuous use of meditation during stressful and anxious times of resistance towards the British. Finding time to himself and refocusing his mind, body, and soul through meditation was important in his daily routine. Something that various people may deem as simple is actually difficult to practice. It requires self-restraint and psychological strength to contain your thoughts from running out of your head. His continuous grounding in these moments allowed him to gain perseverance. I have learned from this part of his life that reality is created by the mind. You can change your reality by changing your mind. But what does this mean? Gandhi changed not only his reality, but an entire nation's reality by simply following his mind. He wanted for India to have independence. He wanted the individuals in India to have their deserved and human and civil rights. He built his perseverance by believing his reality could be transformed if he had the strong and composed mindset to do so. Regardless of the British taking every route to diminish his reputation, take him away from his people, he remained grounded and focused through the use of his own mindfulness and influenced his followers at the time to do so as well. In every big and small way, each individual here is in control of their reality by practicing mindfulness and steering their mind in the way that they want to. This makes an impact in each person's life, as it allows one to achieve their desired and ideal state of being. Additionally, mindfulness was incorporated in his life through his deeds. How? Gandhi paid close attention to the conflicts that a nation faced, of course, but he concentrated even more to the people around him. He was conscious of his surroundings, his gestures towards others, and was notorious for his self-awareness. His self-awareness allowed him to recognize his values, his purpose, and emotions. This also allowed him to have control on his feelings and reactions, regardless of what he was facing. The moment a feeling arose, whether that was anger, frustration, or sadness, instead of reacting immediately to it, Gandhi recognized his emotions and their existence, but never attached himself to these emotions. Furthermore, he used the idea of self-reflection to see how he could change the world by changing himself and pushing himself to be his best, as well as encouraging others to do the same. I believe that this allowed Gandhi to be non-violent in all of his efforts towards freedom, as he understood the importance of remaining composed regardless of the situation. In addition, he embodied the simple idea that you could be the change that you want to see in the world, but at times, the change starts with your own behavior, thoughts, and actions. I believe this is one of the biggest takeaways anyone can take from Gandhi's life. His life was his message, but his message was beyond his efforts during India's fight for independence. It was the person he was, the mindfulness he incorporated in his life, and the positive and powerful frame of mind that he persistently kept along his side. The current world is still composed of distress, anguish, and anxiousness due to war, discrimination, and many other conflicts that affect our everyday life. Being conscious of the people around us and being there for one another is extremely vital in maintaining peace. finding ways to use meditation and other grounding methods as an outlet for stress or a use of building self-resilience can be beneficial. As an 18-year-old, this is what I desire to see in the present, in 5 years, in 10 years, and for years to come in the future. A world in which people practice mindfulness and understand how powerful and competent their mind can be, and as a result, achieving a life that they desire. I hope that people can incorporate self-awareness in not only allowing people to recognize their emotions, but also find ways to manage one's reactions and perhaps change the way one thinks. This is how Gandhi's life and his message can be correlated with our lives and our messages as well. Thank you so much.
I request the family members to come, join for a picture. Karthik. Next is Tanisha Bhattacharji Pahari. Please come and speak the subject and tell us.
Hello everyone and good evening. My name is Tanisha Bhattacharji Pahari and I'm an incoming sophomore at Stevenson High School. I would like to share the special quote by Gandhi to you all, which you have already seen today. Carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Manage and watch your words, for they become your actions. Consider and judge your actions, for they have become your habits. Acknowledge and watch your habits, for they shall embrace your value, for they become your destiny. What Gandhi is saying here is that the crux of your life and actions is your thoughts. Your thoughts influence your entire life, which is just a simple thing, and that is also controllable in your mind. Therefore, by cultivating positive thoughts, a positive life can be achieved, as well as a positive personality that others see. However, on the other hand, this also means that having negative thoughts gives way to a negative life. This message inspires us to erode the negativity in our minds and rather give importance to the good for a righteous life. This way, we can all live a positive and happy life, unlike living in a dark and unhappy situation. Thank you.
Please.
Rita, 1 minute.
He is the founder of American Indian Organization in 1970.
Yes.
Mr. Gangoli.
I want to alternate with girls and boys. Next, I would like to invite Ritam De.
Hi, my name is Ritam De, and I'm an incoming 10th grader at Libertyville High School. One of my favorite Gandhi quotes is his quote about faith. It reads, "A man with a grain of faith in God never loses hope because he ever believes in the ultimate triumph of truth." You all know that Gandhi was an independence activist in India, but he was also a very firm believer in faith. He believed that if he had even the smallest bit of faith in God, he would receive hope and prosperity in return. This quote is very significant and one of Gandhi's most memorable because it talks about how if you have faith in God, then you will achieve hope and prosperity too, and the truth will always triumph. Thank you.
Okay.
Is Ananya Biswas here? Please come.
Hi, I am Ananya Biswas and I'm in 8th grade from Heritage Grove Middle School. And thank you for giving me the privilege of speaking here. There are times where it feels like the whole world is against us. But remember that hope is always by your side. Hope keeps us going when everyone around us tells us to quit. Hopeful is just another synonym for positive energy. It helps you get up again and encourages you to try again and again, even though you failed many times before. Hope is what pushes us forward, even if we don't know what lies ahead. It's a belief that things will get better, no matter what. Hope is the reason why we are encouraged to take chances, to dream big, and to believe in ourselves. Hope makes us stronger and more resilient. Remember to never lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. Just because a few drops of the ocean are dirty does not mean that the whole ocean is dirty. But sitting around and just hoping isn't going to get you anywhere. So team up, work together, and achieve your goals.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hridima Teneti. Please, floor is yours.
Namaste everyone, my name is Ridhima Tenetti. I am an incoming sophomore at Lake Park High School in Roselle, Illinois. And I would like to share this quote by Mahatma Gandhi. "The wind of God's grace is incessantly blowing. Lazy sailors on the sea of life do not take advantage of it. But the active and strong always keep the sails of their minds unfurled to catch the favorable winds and thus reach their destination very soon." This quote means God's grace can only take you so far, but with your own strength and determination, you can find opportunities and go further in life. To me, this quote holds a lot of significance, especially as a teen in high school. When entering a bigger and harder school, I learned that luck and praying could only take you so far. However, when I decided to work harder and put my best foot forward, I found so many new and promising opportunities that I could grasp. With this new mindset, I can reach my goals and create a better life, not only for myself, but for others too. Thank you for listening.
Appreciate it. Your parents here? I want to announce a small announcement here. We want to start a youth organization for Gandhi. We want to call it Global Gandhi Youth Mission. And few of the adults want to participate as guiding force. So I'm going to announce those members with your kind permission. Thank you. Sri Ram Sonti is the founder chairman. I request each one I call, please come here. Dr. Sharada Purna Sonti, founder president, please come. Gandhi Villivalam, please come, vice president. Karthik Kandamuri, treasurer. I'm going to handle the money, sir, just your name. And P.S. Bhattacharya, she will take care of the art side of Gandhiji. I just want to communicate. Gandhiji has many views, many visions. So if we can only present his creativity, whatever we saw in an art form, I want to see that published. And P.S., I think this is a personal request to you. All these children, whatever they participated, we'd like to create a calendar.
Sure.
And a booklet, so we can
Wonderful.
look at this
Of
next
course.
year.
Yeah,
And
we would love to do that.
We'll fund that.
We would love to do that.
I just want to
My
thank
students are very engaging. They would just jump in.
Exactly.
Thank you, everybody.
Now we will award certificates to all the painters. The artists, I mean.
We won't take much of your time, so if you can all be seated. Om Shanti, greetings to all of you, and it's a great pleasure for me with my group of students to come here and present. And thank you, Honorable Senator, and all esteemed guests. It was a great initiative at Dr. Sonti when he told me last year, this is his plan. And I immediately said, whatever, from my end, whatever support is needed, we would definitely jump in. And I'm so glad that Santoshi is also here. And of course. Yes, today we are here with our students. I am, my name, probably you have known by now, is
P.H. Bhattacharjee, and we have started school about 8 or 9 years back with a group of 4 students, and today we are blessed to have around 300 students from different parts of the country. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort as well, and I have a lot of support as well. I should say that I have my husband here, my family support, my kids, my friends. Definitely my friends, of course you, you're there always. Yes, so, and today's Gandhi's, the project that he has started, Global Gandhi Mission, Youth Mission, and we are so glad we have so many youth here, right? And they are the future, right? They are the future. And the way we train them is that the way they're going to grow. And Gandhi's principles, for example, truth, non-violence, compassion, and kindness, these need to be instilled in kids, right? So these are the foundation where it will help a child to grow well, and we're going to foster these qualities in them, and which will help to build a stronger society. And recently I may just say that it's been a long time dream to start a not-for-profit. It's my first time publicly mentioning that I have recently started a not-for-profit, and credit goes to Dr. Shardaji, and she's one of our directors. And she has actually trained me how to do it, everything I've learned from her. So this is my first time announcing the name of the not-for-profit is Ahimsa. Ahimsa. It stands for Healing Arts and Science Association, and there are other directors as well. They are not here, and we are going to create a committee. We're going to see how it all goes forward. But I'm grateful, and I hope that you all will join and support. The main reasons why we would like to do the focus is the therapeutic and the holistic side of art. There are many other interests that I have, like the word says, like, Healing Arts and Science Association, the word science says something. So we'll see how we all go forward. We'll see that, yeah. And I must also say that we have, from Paisley Academy Arts and Fabrics, we have collaborated with UNICEF. We have a club member, some of them are all here, like 3 of them are here, and it focuses on mental health, education, and art. And that has been an initiative since last year, and we are going pretty well, we are doing pretty well, and we'll see how that all goes. But we all need community support, that is very important, right? I hope everybody will support us and this cause. Yeah, we have great artists here. Many wanted to actually come, but we have a limitation, so maybe, yeah, we are going to, and we're going to mention
I'm going to announce the name.
Okay, sure.
Let them identify their art piece.
Okay.
Bring it to the senator.
Sure.
Okay, bolo Mahatma Gandhi ji, please. One more time. Mahatma Gandhi ji. 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 And one last picture, please.